Alright, let's look at the homework 6, problem number 1. Alright, use an input box for f of x and the sliders for parameters a, h, and k to demonstrate the transformations in y equals a times f of x minus h plus k. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, so I'm going to open up GeoGebra. Alright. First, I'm gonna actually put f of x, and I'm gonna just give a random formula here. So I'm just gonna call it x, right? So now we have f of x. Then what we're gonna do is we want to be able to change this function using an input box. So if you click on this little triangle here, then here's the input box. So we put click there. Then I'm gonna put an input box maybe around here, right? And I click, right? Caption. So I'm gonna call it f of x is equal to. Then we're gonna link it to the object here, this function f of x. Then hit OK, right? So that way we have an input box here, and we can actually change it to, for example, x squared, and hit enter. Then f of x, the definition or a formula of f of x is changed to whatever you want. And you can do sine function too, so like sine of x, and hit enter. Then you have a sine of x. Alright, then we want to apply transformations. So we're going to put sliders. So here's a slider, is the first one here. Slider. And I'm gonna put a slider here, maybe click. Alright, so it's a and it's gonna be a number, and I'll probably try -10 to +10. Increment maybe a 0.1. Alright, hit OK. Alright, so that's a, and we need h and k, so we do the same thing. I'm gonna click here again, and then I'm gonna do h. So h again, I'm gonna do a -10 to +10, and increment is 0.1. You can go smaller, like 0.01, but I'll just do 0.1 here, and click here, right? And I need k here, so you have a k. K is here, and I'm gonna change to -10 to +10, and the increment is 0.1. Right, then hit OK. Right, then what we can do is, you can see that if you use this pointer, then click and drag, then you can see that we can change the value of a, and the value of h, and the value of k. Right, so what we can do is we can just write the equation y equals a times f of x minus h plus k, then hit enter. Right, then if you change these values, actually let's see, oh, it's undefined, sorry about that. I have to redefine this object property. Alright, what's wrong with this? I think I need to put the multiplication sign, maybe. Alright, let's try that. Would that work? Let's see. Alright, I think I have to change the name here. So object properties, and instead of y, maybe I'll call it g of x. And how about that? Yep. Alright, it's working there. Alright, so here. Then what we have is we can actually change these parameters here. H is the horizontal shift. You can see that as you move the h, change the h value, the graph is shifted. Right. Then this is going to be a vertical compression on the stretch, and you can see that it's vertically stretched and also compressed. And a k is the vertical shift, so you can see that it goes up and down. Right? If you don't want the original function to be sine of x, we can do say x squared or something like that, and maybe I'll hide this part. Right? Then by changing these values, you can see that this is a vertical compression and stretching, and here this is a horizontal shift, and this is a vertical shift, right? And the formula shows up here, right? So this is a good way to kind of interactive demonstration for simple elementary transformation, right? That's it. I hope that this was clear.